Welcome back to the Word Expanded, the Gospels. We're in Matthew chapter 13. We're in the last section of this chapter, the next to last section of this chapter. We'll get the next one, the last one next time. But we're in verses 51 and 52. And in 51 and 52, it says this: "Have you understood all these things?" They said to him. "Yes." And he said to them, "Therefore, every scribe who has been trained for the kingdom of heaven is like a master of a house, who brings out his treasure, what is new and what is old." Right? Jesus here, continuing on in this, talking about the kingdom of heaven and what the kingdom of heaven is about, how we should value the kingdom house, how we should look at all of these different things, right? And again, the whole section here, right, is on the new and old treasures. The fact that God isn't throwing everything away, that God is going to take the new and the old and he brings it out and uses it accordingly, right? He said to them, "Therefore, every scribe who has been trained for the kingdom of heaven is like a master of a house who brings out his treasure, what is new and what is old." The scribes, the people, right, of the kingdom of heaven, they need to be able to ascertain, to look at the old things and the new things and put it together. We love the idea that Jesus said, "Behold, I'm doing all kinds of new things." Right? God says I'm doing new things. But God doesn't throw away the old things. That's really good for you and I. Right? That as we become old, as our ministries become old, God still values them. Still values what we've done. Now, we can't live off of them. We can't decide, hey, you know what? I've been doing the same thing for 50 years, unless God calls us to do that. But God has this mix of what has been, what he's declared in years past, and what he is declaring now. And they go together. They're not pulled apart. They're not opposite, right? They don't undo each other. The old covenant and the new covenant don't undo each other. Jesus said the new covenant, right? I'm the new covenant, and I'm fulfilling the old covenant. It all goes together. This is important for us in ministry. Right? Too often, we get new people who come into a church, and they don't understand anything about the old. They don't value anything about the old. And then we got the old people who don't care about the new things. They're very happy doing what has been old in nature. And we need to put those together. And those who are in the kingdom, they know how to put those together because they're asking God. They're asking God, how do we do all this? How do we mold this all together? How do we develop this? How do we keep what has been, the heart of what has been, and we put it in new hands and new feet about how to get it done? So Jesus isn't. And at this moment, he could say, hey, everything that has been that's bad, we're going with the good, the new, right? That's not what he's saying here. So you need to think about that. You're probably on one side or the other of that. You either are about the old or you're about the new. God says it's about both. Can we put this together? Right? Can we understand that the kingdom is about both things, the old and the new coming together? Well, decide which one of those two things you are on. Which side? Are you on the old, the new? Or maybe you got it. Maybe you really are part of the kingdom and you're right in the middle and you get it. You understand that there's value with both things. Right? But that's where we need to be. So if you're on one side or the other, get to the middle where you understand God's doing all of this. Has been, is, and will. We'll see you next time right here on the Word Expanded.